Good morning, YouTube. Wanted to get this video out, this morning before I headed out of the house. I tried to upload the video. I know I told you guys that I was gonna upload it, pretty soon. It just when I was making the other video, there was an interruption in the video, and well, I had to stop it. Um, but yeah, I want to talk about the number three. Um, it's I've been hearing it from other YouTube channels, Holly Two Moons, and I think she mentioned something about Perry Stone, and some other people in the comments were addressing the number three, which I think is pretty interesting, because in my last video I stated that I had another vision to share, um, and I'm gonna get into the vision, because it did have a reference to the number three, and stick around, watch the whole video, and maybe we'll I don't know, maybe just another part of the piece of the puzzle or something, and it might make sense for someone else. Okay, so here goes the vision. So the vision started off that I was somewhere, like I know it to be my house. It looks somewhat like this, somewhat, you know. It did look different. It did look different in some ways, um, and I remember I was getting a bicycle, and I was taking my youngest daughter, my 1 year old, with me, um and that I don't know if I told my wife, I'm like, oh, I'll be back or some, but somehow it was like understood that I was gonna go on a bike ride with my daughter. So I headed off, which was northbound this way, made a right, then started heading southbound down that direction, which is kind of where I went to school. I went to college, and my when I was younger, um and I seemed to like be somewhere near the college campus, and then what ended up happening was I went through like somewhere like back by where the college is, and it's like a bunch of houses down there, so like some apartment areas, some apartment looking areas. So I went back there, and I had the bike and I had the baby, and I was near a table. I was near this table, and then suddenly this man walked up to me. He had like kind of like a grungy look to him. He had like black hair. He looked older. Um, I was to put an age on him, I would say maybe like, I don't know, 60-ish or something. But he had black hair, and then he had like some sunglasses, and I think he had like a black beard. Um, but he dressed with like like with like a maybe 70s vibe, something like that to him, like, but anyway, he handed me a letter, and he said something like, do you know what this means, or something. I was like, no. So it looked, I couldn't really tell what it was, but it looked like just this really complicated math problem. And I was thinking, what what is this? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. So he walked off. I didn't see him anymore. um well, I seen him like walking off, but anyways, this lady comes to me. uh she seemed like really gentle, really patient is what I would say. um she was like, hey, do you know what this means? Like, she was just putting her arm like by my shoulder, and I'm like, no, I have no idea what this means. And then she put the paper down on the table, and then it became apparent to me that um that math problem, whatever it was, it equaled out to the number 12. So it has something to do with the number 12. um and I kind of went like this, and I started like crying, like in happiness. Like, and I was thinking, like, does this have something to do with my job? Does, like, I started thinking like what it could have to do with the number 12. um Now let me pause the dream real quick. The number 12 is significant because the 12 disciples. You hear the story of the woman that was healed from her blood hemorrhage that she suffered for 12 years, and then when she touched Jesus' cloak, she was healed, because she thought if I only touch his cloak, she'll be healed. So then, also Jairus's daughter, when Jesus was on his way to heal Jairus's daughter, that's when the whole thing with the woman happened. With the woman I just spoke of, the woman with the hemorrhage for 12 years. Well, scripture, you find that Jairus's daughter was about 12 years old. So I don't know if that's something personal for me. I don't know if 12 could mean, I don't know, the book of Revelation, and you'll see why when I get down more to the dream. So why I think maybe the book of Revelation or something to do with it, I'm not sure. So what ended up happening is, like, I understood, the number 12. And anyways, I was walking off, and she was like, hey, like, the lady that had told me what it meant, like this complicated. That's another reason I say, does it have anything to do with Revelation or something? Because we all know that Revelation is not the easiest book to understand. And being that it was like a math problem that was just lengthy, that took up the entire page. That's one reason that I say that. So anyways, this lady was like, hey, that same lady that gave me that interpretation that it equaled 12 or whatever it was, she walked me off to one of the apartments, and in there I saw like these, I would say, like Hawaiian Samoan people, and they were having like a party, and they seemed friendly, but they were having a party, and I was like, no, like I can't stay, I have to go, So I started taking off on the bike, and then these people were walking towards me, and I got kind of scared because I perceived it to be getting dark already, like nighttime, and I needed to be home, especially with my daughter. So I walked back to I rode my bike back to where I was at the apartments, and I waited to the people, so I can get closer so I can see them. And what it was just these couples. It just happened to be these couples. It was I believe it was like Hispanic, like young men with African American women, and they seemed to be dating or something. There was a large group of them. And they were just talking friendly, so I was like, okay, nothing to be scared about. So I started pedaling on the bike, started coming back to the house, like the same route that I took to get there. And suddenly, like, it zoomed out, and I seen the whole sorry, my phone came up with a notification that its battery's low. So it zoomed out, and I seen like the city from kind of high, and I was like, I need to be home because it's already 6. It's already 6 or something. Like, this is when things get crazy and things get weird. Like, I just knew that there was like a creepy vibe to that 6 o'clock. I needed to be home by this time. I don't know if it was some kind of I don't know, curfew thing. I don't know, but I just knew that at 6 o'clock things would get really weird. So as I'm driving through this like side of like the road or something, and like there was construction going on, I'm not sure, and I veered off to the left. I made a left, and then I made another left, and there was this man there, and I think I remember he looked like, this is the part where it got a little vague right here, what the man looked like, but I was pretty much having him watch my daughter, my 1-year-old. I think he had like white, like a big white beard. He wasn't dressed like in our clothing. Like, he was dressed like in, I don't know, like some kind of like tunic or cloak or something, just something, from from a different era than our own. And then this is where the number 3 comes in, because like suppose me and him are on the right side now, right? We're on the right side off to the road. Okay, well, behind us, just like literally a few feet, literally like maybe like 30 feet, which is not very far, was a big 3-headed dragon. And when I say big 3-headed dragon, I mean he was huge. He had 3 long necks. So imagine his body, right? And then he has a neck, and another neck, and then he has these heads, and he's like in a rage, and the color to him is like a black gray with like a fiery red orange to him. And he was like enraged, and I knew that I had to fight or get past this dragon, uh to, you know, to continue down the road or something, or I knew it was gonna be an obstacle or something. But this three-headed dragon was just whipping its heads everywhere, and it was enraged, it was mad, it was angry. um However, as I'm like, okay, I had to fight this, and I was very calm. As crazy as it sounds, it was very calm. um I didn't seem to panic or anything. I was just like, okay, I have to do this, take care of it. um the dragon, um in height, I mean, I'm not a big guy. I've stated in my other videos, I'm about 5'3". The dragon was huge. The dragon was like, maybe like somewhere between 250 feet, 300 feet in the air. Like, as I mean, height wise, like he was humongous. He was very humongous, and I don't know where he came from. He just appeared there, and then like the vision switched off. I didn't see like me fighting him. I didn't see like anything else. Um, it switched off to me coming home, and when I was coming home, I got here with my wife, and you know, there was these two ladies that came to visit us or something. They were coming in the house. Like, that was pretty much it. Like, the dream started like wrapping up, but I just knew that the number 12 and the number 3 were significant. And then again with that three-headed dragon, the dragon was very, very angry, very hostile. But this might, I don't know, maybe somebody dreamt of a dragon. This might fit your part of the puzzle. So yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't know what it is, but some people have been, you know, having been given the number 3. I don't know if it's a length of time, 3 days, 3 months. Well, it's obviously, it's been more than 3 days since I had the dream. I had it in when did I have that dream? Like middle or late January, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I don't know, 3 months, third month of the year. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that 3 signifies. But just wanted to share this vision, and thank you for watching.